Hey guys, I'm Mark,
I'm Alen.
and welcome to another episode of The Next Man Up. Well, Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Coming. It's going to be good.
Tis the season, yes. Christmas is always
the most wonderful time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's always a fun time. Like there is no other season that has its own set of music, as much decoration that it has, the strong traditions. I know there are a few other seasons that have some strong traditions, but nothing is as strong as Christmas.
Oh, no, man. Oh, no. It takes the cake, hands down.
Yeah.
At least in the States. Hands down, in the States. This is the holiday that probably has the most festivities in and around it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's
anyway.
You are a Merry Christmas guy all year round. So
yes.
This is when the rest of us just get to catch up with you.
Just a little, yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Dude, do you have any traditions that you guys do at your house?
So we have a couple of things that we enjoy doing. One of them is Christmas related. The other is kind of year end related. You know, the Christmas and New Year thing sort of all folds together. But for a number of years, in our effort to really simplify the holiday and take some of the stress and some of the pressure out of it, and to give our kids some more ownership, we have, as a family, we have just drawn a name, and each person in the family draws a name of somebody else, and then it's that person for whom you are responsible for the gifts. So,
nice.
I might draw the wife one year. I might draw one of the kids the next year. But we all get different names, and then we have a budget that mom and dad provide, and then we also encourage the kids to contribute some of their own money if they want to go up over and above that budget. I mean, there's all kinds of lessons that we're bringing to bear here. But we have really enjoyed that as a family, and just the creativity that comes from operating under a budget and really trying to find gifts that are meaningful for that person, not just a gift, not just something else in the form of clutter or gear or whatever. But that one's been successful and a lot of fun. In fact, one of my sons wrapped up a couple of years ago. There must have been 15 boxes that he wrapped, and only in 3 or 4 was there an actual gift, and so. Oh. So he was having fun with his sister, and she was having fun with it. She still talks about that. Like, I hope Andrew doesn't have me this year and wrap up a bunch of empty boxes and make me work to get. So it's just those opportunities that are way more special and fun in the context of family than the actual gifts themselves.
Yeah, that's cool though. Snap. Dude, I would think that would be. I would probably laugh all the way through it. I was the one opening it, or if I was the one that did it to somebody.
It was fun.
I would probably laugh the whole way through, I'm gonna get you. I can't wait for next year. I'm gonna get you.
Yep. and I like to create a little bit of that healthy. Competition isn't the right word, but that sort of that jokester or practical joke idea or opportunity among the kids. I think within reason, I think that's good. And
yeah, That's cool, man. That's really cool. Dude, that sounds like fun over your house.
Yeah, it's a good time. You know, we're a low key family, and it fits us. It's been fun. A lot of good memories.
Oh man.
How about you guys? Any fun traditions?
Yeah, man. We're a big loud family. Let's put it that way. So a lot of you, if you've heard my story, podcasts, like years ago, I shared that, as far as my side of the family, we're very estranged. And so I really don't have a lot of connects with my side of my family. But on Shannon's side, her mom and dad, and, her brother and sisters, and, a couple of other relatives live with us here in Ohio. And so when it comes to traditions of Christmas, I mean, we just go all out.
Yeah.
So it's literally, we go to church for Christmas Eve service, and then after that, it's like pajamas and slippers and bathrobes and sweatshirts.
Nice.
And there is a huge family, spread. We call it snacks, but it's a spread, man. We all go over to mom and dad's house, and everybody just converges on mom and dad's house. So you can have, our family is 6+, there, just for the whole night, sleeping over, eating food all night, playing card games.
Oh yeah.
Watching Christmas movies, laughing our butts off. It is just a crazy time. And then we sleep over, and the kids, we put them to bed first, and then we go to a room that just feels like it's just stockpile full of presents, and we get them down underneath the tree, and we go to bed ourselves as adults, not after watching some more Christmas movies,
right,
and eating more snacks,
of course,
more card games. And then you just wake up, man, and there's a time of we read the Christmas story, and with the birth of Jesus, and then we spend some time just thanking God for just what Jesus has done and what his birth has meant for us, And my idea is this: people, I've heard different things about gifts and Christmas trees and pagan holiday and whatever. We've gone with the route of God gave his best gift to us, his son, and I want to teach my kids to give good gifts, and so I want to bless them, and I want them to know what it feels like to bless others, and so we give gifts to each other, man, and we hand them out to each other, and I mean, just the look on all of our faces, the smiles, the joy, oh man, I didn't know you knew I wanted this, it's just a great time, man. It's just good, and there's this satisfaction too afterwards, kind of just I gave and all I received, and just the hugs and whatnot. It's just a beautiful time, man. I love Christmas, dude.
That's cool.
I love it.
That's so cool.
And then I spend, as a dad, my kids are definitely older, but there was years where it was the whole day I spent building things. I became the Lego master. I became the playset master. I became, the radio control master. I became the battery owner. I don different names. But you know what though? And sometimes when I'm talking and telling stories, it's I make it a funny negative spin on it. Oh man, if toy factories would just start giving us Duracell or Energizers instead of these weak, pathetic, second-rate batteries that you put them in and the radio control car just goes beep, and then it's done. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, and if I have to put together one more toy, like, you know, I make fun of that stuff, but honestly, it's a good feeling, man.
Yeah.
It's a really good feeling just to build something and give it to your kid. Like, look, this is for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool to watch your faces. And, you know, they've gotten older, and it's less about, you know, toys to build, more about electronics and stuff like that. But even then, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And you know what? After we open presents, there's always cinnamon rolls and fresh, like, you know, baked goods in the morning, and then it's on for the Christmas dinner, man. And like, it's, geez, glory.
I'm getting hungry just listening about it, man.
But my favorite thing, like we've done it all, man. We've done like the ham, we've done the chicken, we've done even like, you know, roast and stuff, but and all kinds of goodies and whatnot. But my favorite thing, two favorite things. One, people laugh at me. I'm old school, and I came from nothing. The canned cranberry sauce. I don't know what it is, but I love eating the canned cranberry sauce.
All right.
I mean, I just dig it. That, and then sweet potatoes with marshmallows on top.
Oh, yeah.
Ground on top.
Oh, yeah.
Those two are my favorite thing. I can eat those two all day long and whatnot. But, yeah, man. And then, like, you know, we give hugs at the end of the evening, and we take leftovers, because there's definitely, you know, Shannon's side of the family is like more Italian, so they can eat, man. They know how to eat, dude. they put on a spread, man, and we got food for a week.
Yeah.
We don't gotta do shopping. We don't gotta go out to the store. Kroger is like, for what?
Right.
We got enough food to last us a whole week, and we head home. And after a really glorious 2 days with family. But this year's going to be different, though. This year's different. We're doing something that I don't think I ever thought we would do. We're not going to have family decorations. We're not going to have a family Christmas tree. Instead, our family and extended family, we're going to go down to Florida for 2 weeks, man.
No kidding.
We rented a house. Everybody chipped in. We rented a house, and a big one, because we got to accommodate everybody.
Oh, right.
But we're going down, and we're gonna go see. We're gonna go see the rat, man, Mickey Mouse. Like I think Mickey Mouse is a pimp, man. I don't care what anybody says. That dude, he's like, he makes money off of you breathing his air.
He does. He does.
Yeah, but you know what? Our kids are older, I know, but they still love Disney World. We're going to go see the big rat, but we're going to spend 2 weeks together as a family on the beach, hanging out, going to visit Mickey and his friends. And we'll probably do some other things, like I think we do a dinner show and whatnot, but like, we're just going to hang back. It's not really about going and doing. It's about relaxing, man.
Yeah. Like
sitting by pool, like sitting in the ocean. One of my favorite things to do is to put my low-seated chair in the surf and just sit there the whole day as the waves lap over my feet and my legs, and just watch the ocean. Man, I love the ocean, dude. And I remember one year, me and Quinn, we sat in the surf, and to the point where it was up to like our chest, like the water was. And we're just floating back and forth. We kind of look at each other like, yeah, I think we probably want to move our chairs now. But we just had fun, man. Those moments, though, to me, I'm a big presser of moments with family, and like those moments with the family are just amazing, man. We don't got to do much to just chill together.
Yeah.
And one of our uncles, he'll be there, and every year he makes the sauce, man. He starts early in the morning, and I'm telling you, Mark, it's funny, but it's so good. He sits there all day long, and he stirs the sauce. Like, he makes the marinara sauce for the spaghetti, And come 6 o'clock, it's ready, and it's the best thing in the world, man.
Wow,
It's got, chopped up tomatoes and chopped up sausages and meatballs and all kinds of vegetables. I mean, woo! We're gonna eat. But so this year will be different for us, man. It will be different, but it will be good because it's centered around what it's really about for us,
Yeah.
We want to celebrate this gift of Jesus with our family, and we're just going to do it together as a family in Florida.
Wow.
And it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So for those listeners who would like to join Alen, he will be located at No, that's
Antarctica.
Yeah.
001
Yes.
Cold Lane,
Yes.
Frozen Tundra, Antarctica.
No, that's really cool. Like there's just so many different thoughts rolling through my head, but one is this idea of making memories. We're going someplace different, but we're still going to be together. We're going to be making memories together, and we're about that. We want that connection, that extended family. We want to be together. And look, I'm sure you guys have conflicts, and I'm sure at some point, you start crawling the walls like I got to get out of here. But to just the opportunity to make memories by being together, those are things that never run out of power. Those are things that never get broken. Those are things that you never lose. They're always with you because they're experiences that you had together.
Oh man, dude, Mark, like when you say about like ready to crawl the walls because you got to get out of here in like arguments, there is a story that comes up in our family, and every time we tell it, we laugh so hard. Like we fall out of our chairs, man. I don't know, dude. Our kids were young. Aaliyah must have been like 8 or 7 or 8 years old, and Ashley and Quinn following afterwards, and whatnot, and Abby and whatnot. And we were young family, and I remember we went to Hilton Head one year. First of all, I think I was like the only black guy like on that island. like,
you might have been
weird. Yeah, it was just weird. I was like, I just looked around. I was like, I do not belong here at all. So the weather was horrible. Like when we got, it was not your typical Hilton Head like experience. The weather was horrible, and we had driven down. And the kids were just getting on Shannon and I's nerves, and they were arguing and bickering, like, he touched me.
Oh yeah,
stop pulling my hair,
yeah,
like that kind of stuff. And so we get to the house that we rented, and we're there, and the kids are tripping out, and finally I was like, you know what, let's just get out of here. And the kids were like, let's go putt-putting, and I was like, you know what. We barely had enough money to get down here, that kind of stuff, and I'm like, we can't afford this or whatever. And the kid's like, come on, Dad, come on. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we hop in the car and we go headed out to putt-putt. I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't want to go putt-putting. We need to put this money towards something else besides putt-putting. This is ridiculous. Like, and so we finally find a place to go putt-putting. And the kids are arguing and screaming or whatever, like who's going to have what golf club and whatnot. And I'm just like, what is your problem? We haven't even gotten into, you don't even know what the golf clubs are. Like, I am tripping out, right?
You were every dad at this point, right?
Oh, dude, every dad, right? Every dad at this point. And then all of a sudden, it starts raining.
Oh.
And the kids are like, well, no, we don't want to play in the rain. And I was just so worked up by that point that I was like, no, you're going to play in the rain.
Yes, and you're going to like it.
Come out here. You argued about clubs you haven't even seen yet. You're going to play in the rain. And, dude, we played putt-putt golf, like, completely. The whole, what was it, like 18?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean, 18 holes. We played it in the pouring rain. And at first, it was kind of quiet. it's kind of like one of those moments where you got the angry dad in the corner, and the kids just, lining up the ball, looking at me like, look what I'm doing, Dad. I'm doing what you said, Dad.
Right.
Like, and then like, someone must have missed a putt or something like that went off to some embankment or something, and we all start laughing and we start playing like this game in the rain and like having so much fun.
Wow.
Like doing it.
Wow.
And it still is the story, man. We start talking about family vacations and all of a sudden someone say, Dad, you remember Hilton Head? And I'm like, oh man,
here we go.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, kids. They're like, Dad, you were hilarious.
Yep.
And like they'll make fun of me. They'll be like, Quinn does it best. He's like, oh, and Dad, you were like, no, you're going to play in the rain. And we're like, okay,
Oh, wow.
Oh man, hilarious. But those moments, whether they're horrible. Like you just wish you could get out of those moments, and then there's these fun ones, like I said, where like you have a moment like me and Quinn sitting in the surf together for hours.
Yeah,
son and father and son, just hanging out together, not really saying much, just hanging and talking about just whatever comes to mind. You know what I mean? And the surf, and it's like whether it's either one of those, you have a moment. You have an experience, and I thank God that we can look back at those and just smile. And for some of them, like this putt in the rain, we just start laughing. Like we couldn't believe how serious I was taking this, and then like how it started as really gloomy, and it turned out into one of the best times our family can remember.
Yeah, that's so cool, man. I feel like I've just had Christmas with the Alen family.
Oh, geez. Come on anytime, man.
Yeah.
You'll be welcome.
All right. Well, I may just have to take you up on that, because it would be quite a different experience than the Stanford family. But what I like about your stories and the way that you've shared is that there are traditions in there, but there's also flexibility to try something new, to do something different, to not be so captured and controlled by tradition that nobody's interested in. That you miss opportunities to do something different or to try a new thing, right? To experiment with maybe something else that becomes a new tradition down the road. Anyway, I like that combination of doing something different, but also maintaining those things that you guys have really come to enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah. Agreed, man. Agreed.
Well, listeners, I know this has been a bit of a different topic and not so overtly centered around manhood or parenting or whatever, but we just wanted to be a little bit lighter for this holiday season and share with you some of our memories or laugh at Alan's stories, and because they're always good and they're always better than mine, but from
I don't know about that.
they are but from Alen and from me, we just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and holiday season, and just encourage you and want and wish for the best for you and your family and all that you've got going as we head into a new year.
Absolutely, man. Totally agree.
All right. With that, let's call it. And until next time, my friend, adios.
Adios, friend.
Hey, listeners, thanks for journeying with us on this Next Man Up podcast. We would love to hear from you. Maybe you have a question or an idea, perhaps a topic for us to consider. If that's you and you want to reach out to us, you can get us at feedback@thenextmanup.com. That's feedback@thenextmanup.com. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see you later.